This year, we are tuning in live from Alexandria in Egypt at the Great Library of Alexandria. From here, we are going to be connecting with Climathon makers from all over the world as the main Climathon weekend is happening right now, and we can see that about 100 Climathons are taking place yesterday, today, and tomorrow, celebrating new ideas and climate innovation in over 100 cities this year. Right now, we have a special connection, I guess, from Germany, from Postdam city, that is tuning in live from Postdam to talk about what is happening with the Climathon in Postdam. Hello, Pedro. Can you hear us? Are you with us? Well,
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear
amazing.
you.
Oh, now we can
Can,
see
can you
you.
see?
Welcome to the
Yeah,
Climate Global stage. How are
no,
you
no.
today? How is the
Fine,
excitement of the
thank you. We are so excited, and we're having such a nice Climathon here in Postdam, where the weather actually it's pretty cool, very nice, warm weather, very untypical for the season. Yeah, having really exciting speakers, very engaging, and yeah.
Amazing. Well, let me tell you that we are connecting you live from Egypt, from the Alexandra Library, a place of knowledge, like the place you are in Potsdam University. So we are connecting across the world, all these amazing places. And we are so excited to have you here now because we want to hear what are the challenges that Potsdam is ideating around, who do you have in the room, like what stage are you in the climathon, and really how do you feel, like what is the excitement in the room. Please tell us all about what is happening in Potsdam.
This is the first Climathon. I'm going to share a bit more insights about that, and you can see something what's going on right away. You see that the participants are presenting their ideas behind my back, and they're receiving valuable comments and suggestions from our esteemed jury members here at the campus of Exponential University of Applied Sciences. So it's a very, very competitive program where we have a lot of teams, a lot of interesting ideas, insights that have been shared. And we are also excited with our first Climathon edition, Climathon Potsdam 2022. Yeah, there are a lot of things that I could tell, but just don't want to take all the time.
No, I mean that we are here to hear what is happening in Potsdam, and we are really excited about. If you can give us a small preview of what are the ideas that you have heard, what are the conversations, what have you been most surprised about hosting Climathon this year?
Yeah, I was astonished about the way how the students actually got this approach for presenting their ideas and to come up with a very nice concept, which is in line with the main challenge. And the main challenge is how do we cool our buildings in the future. This is the challenge that was set up, and yeah, they start working on that, and they really grabbed a very innovative approach, getting beyond the traditional stereotypes. So we're very, very excited because we're a private university and our students are having this entrepreneurship mind, and therefore we invited a lot of representatives of stakeholders to and progressive employers just to assess their ideas and to validate their concepts and give like additional feedback. What one of the best things here is just that they would have chance to further develop their concepts into by being mentored from experienced mentors from the industry, and they received also this great opportunity to test, try, and prototype everything that they created into our classroom.
Tell us a few highlights of the conversations that the teams are having. What are you hearing? Like what is like the ways that they are like most concerned regarding climate change? What are the ideas that are being shared to have a better city? Tell us a little bit about like kind of the backstage. What is happening? What is the vibe?
Yeah, the vibe it's about changing our behaviors, like actual think global, like trying to change the behaviors of the consumers in a way that it's much more sustainable and thinking, rethinking actually the smart cities, what they should feature. And we've been talking a lot about the new European Bauhaus, which is a wonderful initiative that were set up like 2 years ago. And we're trying to build up a notion among and the culture of sustainability among the generations, and also exploring how we do learn actually how we could build up this culture that could be sustainable, that could be reliable for the needs of the industry. And you could see, you could have another view here what's going on, like new team members are joining. There is a lovely discussions right away. There is a lot of feedback. There are a lot of considerations, and the experts have really very diverse background, which is really wonderful because there is diversity of ideas that could manifest, and people to choose the one that they really find appropriate. And the best of it that they could further develop their prototypes, which is a great opportunity for everybody.
Well, it sounds that these ideas and the opportunities that you are offering to the participants this year in Postdam are amazing. I think that coaching, in our experience at Climathon, are one of the most valuable support tools for teams, because sometimes the hard part is to take an idea or a prototype onto test it in the real world. So congratulations for already thinking about like the coaching and perhaps the future. And can you tell us a little bit about who do you have in the room? Who are we looking at?
So we're looking at one of the teams that already presented their projects, and it's a great mix of students who are just freshman students, externals. We have alumni of our university, which makes me feel really satisfied because people know how to collaborate together. We have Fat and Foul as being here one of the main sponsors of the event. I'm going to shed some more light. Can I return the camera?
Absolutely, please share. This is so amazing to see Climathon happening in real life. Thank you so much for joining that session. It's really exciting to see people working. And today we have been connecting with Climatons in Mexico, in Peru, we in Germany, actually Karlsruhe, in Estonia, in Tallinn. So we have been also having a
Perfect.
sneak peek of how these teams are working together and looking at very different setups of teams and how they are seated. We have heard about what they have eaten today, so it's really really exciting to see what's happening in Postdam. Um, can you please tell us what is your view? What is your take as a first-time organizer? Like, what do you think these ideas will go? What can we expect happening after you close this event?
Yeah, thank you. Actually, we're planning to move forward with a series of initiatives that are just going to make most of the ideas happening into the real world of work. And so the idea is just not to close the event and then to wrap up everything, rather to set up the beginning of really changing our lifestyle, our daily routines, changing our city in a very positive way. And that's why we're going to outline what are the main key takeaways, how the participants could prototype their ideas, how they could, try to launch it and to take a market validations, and after that to get the reflections here a few months after, sharing with our public, with our audience, what was their experience and what was their social impact into the city of Potsdam, where there are a lot of like here representatives from the municipality, from various NGO organizations, not only stakeholders, of course, but also organizations that are really interested to change our city and finding new innovative approach for making this transformation happening quickly right now because we don't have a lot of time in front of us, and that's really crucial, and it was one of the main milestone that we set up into the very beginning.
Thank you so much for that, Pedro. We are right here, all the way from Egypt, with you, having that feel of urgency. Just a few days from COP27 being hosted here in Egypt, and have that sense of urgency, that sense of how can we
Mhm.
move from the conversation room to the action, and that is exactly what you are doing today in Postdam, being the Climathon maker this year for the first time. I just
Thank
want to
you.
end up this interview by kind of getting an insight of how do you feel? What has meant for you to be the organizer of Climathon Postdam this year?
Oh, to be honest with you, we've been organizing here at XU Exponential University. We've been organizing a lot of events, but this one is one of the most impressive just because of the social responsibilities that we have. And it was really very meaningful. It was having a great responsibilities to know how to change the behaviors in what directions our city should go, causing a real impact. That was something extremely important for us, and make us feel really delighted and very happy. And also the time that all the speakers, all the guests, they just spent into this beautiful time into the Saturday, and they came here, they shared their insights. That's You could see they're also using green transport. This is one of our speaker, Livia Zimmerman. She's the founder of Era, so she's with her bike here, and yeah, that's very meaningful.
Pedro, this sounds so
Okay.
exciting. I'm so happy that we could host you today and showcase what you are doing in Postdam. Thank you so much for being a climate maker this year, and we hope to see you next year again. But
Looking forward.
we are much more excited to have to see the solutions that the teams in Potsdam came up with, because we would like to show them to the world, and perhaps there are other cities in the world that can get inspired by the solutions that Potsdam is delivering today. Thank you so much, Pedro. Keep up the amazing work out there. The teams seem very concentrated, very engaged in the conversation. So we are so much looking forward to hear about the solutions and ideas.
Pleasure
Thank you,
is all mine. Thank you very much.
thank you, and we'll be connecting soon. Hi, everyone. Once again, stay tuned. We keep connecting with climate makers from all over the world, and we are really excited to connect them from Egypt, the country that is going to host COP27 today. And we are also very excited to be presenting later a few of the African youth voices that are coming to COP. So please stay tuned on our channels on Facebook and Instagram, and see you till the next check in with a climate maker from all over the world.